food,
presentation. So
right?
I'm gonna flip
So
it to
this
the
is what they
screen and
must
see,
do.
can see what's going
And
on.
select 3 items from the list provided in the handbook to use for their display. And items, examples, chicken egg, breadfruit, crab, fish, yam, dumpling, corn, bami, shrimp, soup, festival. So any three the competitors must use to do their display. Now, competitors are asked to prepare one serving for the judges to taste and the rest for sale. So the man in the street want to make them gonna display for the judges. So the soup man must be done right there in front of the judges. So they're gonna come, they're gonna prepare, and then they know that they have their maybe they have a tureen or whatever it is that they're gonna serve their soup in and finish and present that soup. Anybody would want some of the soup to drink. Alright? So if you're going to do managed water or fish tea, it must look like that. And we want to put our items in front of somebody, they must have water upstairs. And the rice and peas just cream pot is for sale. Fair enough? Question writing. So I'm not pressuring the street food person to give me a recipe. But if you're in school based on a category, I'm expecting a recipe from you. So the man out there in the street, they don't give me a recipe. But when the judges come and ask a question, they should be able to explain to the judges what is it that they have done and how they would have done certain things as it relates to their presentation. All right? So we have the batters and doors, and as I said, you must read the handbook. I read all listening. All right. Let us be quick. We started a little late, but we're going to get done on time. So we have batters and doors, and this again are on ice cakes and our buns and cookies, come under that category. We have wedding and celebration cakes now would not touch it. Because here what the category asks them to do. It says create and exhibit a decorated cake with minimum 61 centimeter times 61. Competitors are encouraged to highlight the national symbols and we know them. Participants are asked to demonstrate any three techniques from the list below. And it asks that you can use dummies because cakes are expensive and you can practice on the dummies over and over. Now these are the techniques. Why the judges did not touch that buttercream cake? It says they should be able to do marbling, paneling, stenciling, string work, brush embroidery. Can you use buttercream to do those? That's royal, that's fondant work. So based on these applications, it's a fondant application we're expected to see. So what is going to happen? I have a 10-inch cake that I'm going to be doing the application on, and then I will use maybe a 12. I'll come with a 12 already and decorated, put on my fondant, put on whatever it is that I need to put on. And then when I finish that 10-inch, I'm going to put it on the 12 to make sense so the judges will mark that display. Clear? So it's not one cake that the judges will look at. You have to mount a display. Alright? There should be a spectacle for them to look at. Then we have our traditional dishes. Now for this, we don't do soups or porridges, right? We think of how long the item will be out there for and bacteria multiplies so quickly. So they do puno, the drops, the torta, all those are traditional. Traditional is traditional. But the way how it's presented that can give you the gold over the person who covered that beautiful cake and put down, but how you present yours take the edge over the other person. Then we have the nice skill technique, and we don't do under 15 years of age for this one. Now, for this, it asks you to bring 1 carrot, 3 medium Irish potato, 1 onion, 3 stalks of callaloo, half a chicken. Now, these are the steps that you will follow, all right? The task that you're going to be doing. You have to do 1 tournée using a medium Irish potato. You have to do half cup of ugly carrots. You have to do half cup of chiffonade callaloo leaves. You have to do 1 medium diced onion, half cup Gourmet potatoes, 2 ounces Julienne Irish potatoes, 2 ounces batonette potatoes. Are you listening? You have to fabricate chicken and prepare the carcass for stock. And when you're fabricating the chicken, you are going to debowl the leg and thigh, and then you are going to do the chicken supreme. So this is a work for 15 and over. Right? Then we have the recipe writing. We have the preserves and condiments. And listen to me, please, listen up. Preserve and condiment. 2 bottles or 2 jars made an entry. If you have 1 bottle, which some people did last year, the judges had 1 time marking some person's work. So the brownie bottle, 2 brownie bottles. I use that because I know a lot of persons can get that. 2 of that size bottle makes an entry. Or 2 jars make an entry for your pickles or your relish, your mustard too. Now this category, preserves and condiments, ensure that when you get the jars, if you don't buy those jars from some companies that sell the jars, if you use somebody else's jar, you need to cover the label up top. Maybe you get some bandana and you cut round and put over it, fix that maybe elastic or something over it like tight with a cord, but I don't want to see it is or grace or whatever the name is on the jar. And ensure that when you present your preserves and your condiments, the judges can see what is in there. You do not cover the entire jar. Clear? All right, wines and liqueurs. Now, if you are just going to start wine, you can enter for this year. It would have been from last year. Now, this category, you can enter 2 bottles of wine and 2 bottles of liqueur as an entry. This is the only category you can do that. But if you want to do 2 bottles of wines only, or 2 bottles of liqueurs only, that is fine. 1 year somebody entered in, I think it was Batters and Dough, 1 sweet bun and a bun with sugar and a bun without sugar. The same person. So the judges have to say, what do I do? Because they are competing against themselves. So you do not compete against yourself in the other categories. The only category that you can enter 2 items is on the wines and liqueurs, because it's essentially 2 different products. 2 bottles of wines or 2 bottles of liqueurs is an entry. Or if you want to do wines only, it's 2 bottles of wines. And if you want to do liqueurs only, it's 2 bottles of liqueurs. Understand? Right, so this is the only category that will accept 2 bottles of each to be on the table under this category. Right? Then we have our team challenge. Team is 3 persons. Now, if 3 of us can do the team challenge, I am going to sign up, Jane Jerry. I don't want my team members to sign up. Because when my team members do sign up, it is going to tell me when I look on the entries, that Jane Jerry is one, Christopher Brown is one, Camille Morgan is one. That's 3 teams. But in a sense, it's just one team because all 3 of us make one team. So when you're entering team challenge, one person should enter. Because last year it threw